So I have this mug that my friend gave me, and it says, "Be still and know." Psalms 46, verse 10. Be still and know. There just is so much packed into those few words. But how many of you have the hardest time being still? You see, I drink out of that mug I don't know how many times a week. But I see that all the time. Be still and know. You see, when you cannot be still, it's hard for you to sit in the knowing. When you're in your head and you're all over the place and you're giving negative meaning to things and you're spiraling, it's hard to sit in that space of knowing, that space of trust, that space of grace, right? And I just recognize how much when I'm still, when I'm calm, when I've worked on my nervous system, when I've, done yoga for the day, when I'm calm, when I feel present in my body, I can trust.
Try and explain it to the blind. May you wake up from inside. See the truth through the third eye. Let your heart be your guide. Light up the way. Let your heart be your guide. Free from your pain, it ain't a mistake, 'cause you choose your fate.
Hi guys, I hope you're having an amazing, beautiful, positive day. I'm sending you so much love and so much peaceful, balanced energy. If you guys are new here, my name is Misha with Feels with Meesh. We talk about feelings, understanding our feelings, mastering our feelings to be the best versions of ourselves. When you're anxious, you cannot trust. That's a conflicting state of being. They're opposing states of being. You cannot be in a state of being and be in the opposing state of being. Trust and fear lack abundance. I talk about this a lot on my podcast, but if you really pay attention to yourself when you're spiraling, you're overthinking, you're worried, you're stressed, you're not trusting in the process. But when you're still, when you're calm, when you feel peace, you feel this presence with you of God, universe, angels, higher power, Allah, whatever you believe in. You feel so strongly into that faith, and it removes all of the doubt. It removes all of the worry. It removes all of the fear. You cannot exist in two different places at the same time. Now, I recognize when I've been spiraling, and this happened the other day, actually, and this is what this podcast is about today. But I was overthinking about something. I was really, really triggered in fear about something that happened, and I was overthinking. I was stressed. I was worried. Our brain goes crazy. Our brain is trained. It's programmed to keep us safe. And I just had a moment where I snapped out of it because I remembered all the times in my life that I was in the same place, overthinking, stressed, worried, fearful about something. And I was fine. And it was really stressful things, but I was fine. And I knew in those moments in the past, after things had happened and potentially could have gone really bad, but they didn't, I knew that that was my angels. Like, I knew that I had people that have crossed over on the other side that just have their angel wings around me, holding me, protecting me, keeping me safe, keeping me from whatever fear I was, creating in my mind. Like, it wasn't going to ever happen because I am so protected. You are so protected. And immediately, when I remembered the people that I love that have crossed over, and I really felt the presence of them in that moment, the fear and the doubt and the worry, it just disappeared. Be still and know. Be still and know that you are safe. Be still and know that you are favored, that you are protected, that you are surrounded by love and light. If you just know that you are, right? Tap into the knowing that you are safe. Feel into your faith. Whatever you're going through right now, it's really choosing which thoughts are going to put you in the state, right? Be still and know. Again, we cannot be erratic and spiral and stressed and fear and have all of that anxiety in the body and then be sitting in the knowing and the trust of our life. Two conflicting states of being. So what I've really had to work on is getting my body calm, because I am somebody that you feel your body, you feel the anxiety, you feel your heart start beating faster, your brain, your thoughts are going crazy. I've had to really work on calming my body down and really learning what it feels like to be in that peace. I remember, and I've talked about this before, can't remember how long ago I talked about it, but I remember I did yoga in Toronto when I lived there. I think I was like 21 years old, 22, 23. I did yoga, I did a class, and I had never felt that peace and calmness ever in my life. And we laid on our backs at the end of the class, and then they play this music and you go into this meditative state, and the tears were just pouring out of my eyes. I was having a physical reaction, physical manifestation to this feeling of peace that I had never felt before. Some of you have been in fight or flight your entire lives. All you've ever known is that anxiety. It lives in your body. And so how do we learn this new state of being? You have to learn this. You have to heal into this, feel into this, and, learn this so it's normal, because this was never normal for me. I could not trust for anything. Literally everything would just, so much anxiety, just I could never trust, because I was programmed to be in fight or flight. And some of you, same thing. You have the hardest time trusting in the process of your life, trusting in the divine, trusting in yourself, trusting in your process, right? I remember when I couldn't pay my rent, and I remember when I was counting pennies to pay for laundry and food, right? And then you'd get your phone bill and you would spiral into this like stress and fear and worry, because you're just living in survival. You're literally living one moment to the next. You're living one moment to the next, one moment to the next. Like, you can't see ahead or from a bigger picture in your life because you're so programmed in that fear. And so I had to learn to be calm and focus on calming my body down so that I could sit in that trust. When you're calm, when you're still, you can choose your thoughts. You can observe your thoughts from a space where you're like, oh no, we're not having those thoughts. Immediately no. And then you can redirect those thoughts because you're calm and you have control over yourself. But when you're in the fight or flight, you are in the anxiety, you're in the fear, and the fear then controls us. And when you're being controlled by the fear, you cannot trust and know that everything is unfolding for your highest good, that you are exactly where you are meant to be. And if you just learned to be still, that you could really understand why things are playing out the way that they are. That is a very magnetic energy to be in. When somebody's just like, I don't know, but giving positive meaning to things instead of giving negative meaning to things, right? It's like you're heavy, you're wearing a cape of armor, like you're just trying to protect yourself from everything in your life, and you're looking at everything and you're giving it negative meaning, and you might not even just like be a negative person, but your brain, like you might not be negative to people. You might be a lovely, sweet, kind person, and shit, I understand this. Like my brain just would just take control and want to give negative meaning to things, and yet I'm so good and positive on the outside. My brain is protecting me because of what we've experienced in our life. That's its job. Our brain's job is to protect us, but we don't have to be that way. You see, the ego is where we hold that fear. It's in our human brain. But we are souls, we are spirits here. We're living a human experience. Be still and know. Be still so that you can remember that you are a co-creator of your universe, that you are here experiencing the human experience, but you are here creating also by your thoughts, connecting to the emotions that you feel, and then the actions that you are living out throughout your day. All of it is coming from you. And the only way that we can flow through life, living, just very flowy and letting things happen as they do and letting it play out, unfold, creating the life that we desire, is if we are able to be still and know that everything is leading us to where we are destined to be. It's all unfolding. It's already happened. Whatever you want, it's already yours. Can you be still so that you can know that it's already yours? Because that is the only way that God, universe, higher power, whatever you believe in, can actually give you what you desire, is if you are still and in the knowing and embodying the version of you that already has. And that version of you doesn't exist in the fear. So really, really important to work on nervous system regulation. Look up somatic shaking. I've been doing that. Yoga, the gym, biking, going into nature, meditating, all these things. All these things are going to help you align in your body and help you connect to yourself and allow you to be still so that you can know that everything's okay. If you guys would like to book a personal session with me, you can email me booking@feelswithmeesh.com. I hope you guys have an amazing, beautiful, positive day because you absolutely deserve it. I love you. Bye.
Try and explain this to the blind. May you wake up from inside. See the truth through the third eye. Let your heart be your guide. Light up the way. Let your heart be your guide. Free from your pain, it ain't a mistake, 'cause you choose your fate.